Am I live? It's always hard to know if I'm live or not. I think I am. Anyway, okay, yeah, I am. Right. Oh, yeah, I am live because I can hear myself. Hello and welcome back to yeah. This time I should be able to be heard since I've got my headset on. So I'm really sorry for the last three like videos where you couldn't hear me. I did speak, I did read through it all, but you couldn't hear a thing. I am gonna turn the music down about there. So that should be good now. I was here. I haven't even got my glasses on. Ha! I mean, my glasses don't work. Basically, I think I've got the wrong glasses or something because they are now like kind of blurry. I can see through them, but I might as well just not wear them at all, which is why I'm sitting so close to my TV, which you obviously cannot see, but no, it does look a little bit better with them on. Let me just give him a cleansy weensy. How are we all? I hope we're all okay. I forgot what voices I gave each character. Should be getting interesting soon. It's, kind of want to share my screen. Share my screen? It won't let me share for some reason. Oh, I can share. Ha! Right, give me a few to test if you can hear me, if the music's too loud. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's good, that's good. I haven't even seen, like, the official trailer, like the launch trailer. But anyway, okay. Right. Right, so we got to where her manga got creased. Right. Natsuki, are you? No! I cannot. Oh gosh, okay. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so. Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No! I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. Oh, don't give me that face. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it since I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us, as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The things about cheering me up. If you insist. Aww, little baby. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has a good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Oh yes, Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. But now she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yura's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realised something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Beku! Did you say something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, a smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Beku? What? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I am cheating. Oh dear. I don't understand Monika's joke at all. She's staring into my soul and I don't like it. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It's just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Beku wrote this poem and was supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Beku is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone will learn to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? What are you looking at me like that for? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but it's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Beku is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone else read it first. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Thank you. Ugh. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing from my favourite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. Where am I? I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. That's a big word for you. I can't even say that. That's a big word for me. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree to the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Oh, fuck yeah. Breathe. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They'll make fun of you or think of less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Well, who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my poem with you, you know? So consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Great. Monica. No, sorry. Hello, how's it hanging? Oh, I like this one, Beku. It has a nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I mean, it does have a word in there for you, but then when I put it in, you sort of went pop out of existence. So that's great. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it goes. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aww, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Beku. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. Oh gosh. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles, deeper and deeper. My finger go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret. Hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I've blown dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them all from my shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every other friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo in my head. Give me a moment to process. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to analyse that one properly. I don't know if I'm reading too. Okay. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Of course you did. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. Of course you are. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Ah, writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Dear me. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. That's a big word. Monica must hate me. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespect her, I disrespected you, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading a little too into this. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying the time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easy for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on the desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I say to myself, all I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that respect. I don't even get to see her poem. Oh, shit's starting to kick off. Hi, Monica. Hi again, Beku. That was kind of silly with Natsuki, wasn't it? I'm glad to see you again. I look so well. I don't like it. I don't like when Monica talks to me. Be gone, thought. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Yeah. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That low. I don't like that at all. No, I won't load you. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space my words out can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it, why did I turn British then? I mean, I am British, but so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you feel yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. There you go, breaking the fourth wall. Or whenever something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's just how. In those moments, us, the MC, just completely basically ignore what she's saying. We don't write it off as strange or weird or anything. It's just like, yeah, that's completely normal. Saving a game, like what? Oh, it's cool. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if anybody could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing at the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite theirs too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anybody until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to the whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put each on a good performance, then it will inspire us to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And in those reasons that we'll all be in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing up in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I have no choice. Thanks, everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. Okay, don't look away. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone a little more. Why can't I talk again? Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something that's done before, or is it simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes his recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to get a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's tied up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it. Oh, you can do it, Sayori. Yuri, yeah? It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as if she's been bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in after me, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Woo! Well done, Yuri! It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that it can. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she says that she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Becky liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges a little Bill. We don't have much time between now and the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Beku. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Beku lower in everyone's expectations before I have to do it. Well, that's not very nice. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over and done with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of her and I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Look at you! Oh. I'm still staring off, like, slightly to one direction while Monica's just staring into my soul. Oh, Lord. Shut up, Liam. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Woo! So I'm not really as good as everyone else. Dude, I'm brilliant. Don't worry about it so much. I think it... No, don't shut up. I've got an itchy ear. I've got an itchy inside here. Also, Natsuki is staring into us all. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... why are you looking at me? That's a weird name for a poem. Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sole attitude disappears a little bit. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. Woo! She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Is it for you to say? Why do I sound like... Who do I sound like? Junko? I sound like Junko. Kamakura, yes, queen! You better not be making me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want to for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, I'll just pick my tongue. Ow! I just picked my tongue. You won't have to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Is this the second last day? So is this technically Thursday tomorrow? Where Sayori sort of walks off alone and then... I can't remember. Because then I know we have the weekend. It's been working out really nicely so far. So I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend. Okay, so today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Okay. Oh gosh, today is Thursday. Ha! Monday's the big day. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. Yeah. I better not leave you hanging. I can do this. I can do this. Alright! I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. You must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Becca, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yeah. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual and on the way home. Okay. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say one day Natsuki has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. I mean... I mean... It depends. Is she gonna give me a cupcake? I mean, I'll probably walk home with her. I don't have to walk home with Sayori every day. I'm sorry. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute to be fun around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. Yeah, Natsuki is cute. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. No wonder in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I wonder if I have any files. Look at her still off the screen. I'm going to save again, but in a different slot. And I'm going to check if I have any files. Did I definitely save? Yeah, I did. No! No what? I got a trophy that says no. Choose not to quit Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, that's so cool. Choose not to quit. I'm about to quit now. Yeah. Have I got a file? What would it be in? Okay, she's still there. Game. Saves? No. Audio? No. Fonts? Images? I'm guessing that's where it would appear. Oh, dearie me. I don't even know what all this is for. What? Oh gosh. I mean, it might be on the day of the festival that I receive the picture. Ooh. What's my new pick? Oh, poems, of course it is. Have I got any more? No. Oh. Woo! It's starting to get real now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Also, can you hear me okay? It's like the music over me. Oh, I've got to fucking jag up my bloody words, don't I? Oh, this is gonna take a while, so, like, bear with me. Bring me. That's file ever gone. Go away. Okay, right. Shiny! Is shiny enough? It's gonna take forever. Yeah, shiny! Shiny. Bunny! Bunny! Papa! Yeah, see kiss being one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Kiss. Pink. Pink. Is that on there? Pink? Yeah. Wayne Dwaps. Is that on there? Wayne Dwaps. No, Wayne Dwaps ain't on there. Summer. Vanilla. Chocolate. Yeah. Annie.
Anime.
Kitty. Lollipop. Playground. Milk. You need some milk. Fun? I don't see that being no. Sweet, maybe? Sweet. Nope. Oh god. Is there even a word on here? Fear won't be one. I don't think loud is one. What are you saying? Oh. Fun? No. Heart? Don't make me start this all again. Despise? No. Lazy? No. Destiny? No. Sweet? I looked at that one, didn't I? No. Intellectual? That's too big of a word for her. And passion? Oh, none of them are on here. Oh, I hate that. I hate doing it again. Rain, waterfall, I know that's on there. Candy. Sugar. Yeah. Marshmallow. Yeah. Jumpy. Yeah, that's on there. Lipstick. Yep. There we go. I didn't like how long that took. Why did that take so long? I'm gonna save here. Weird. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. I just turned off my YouTube. I got an itchy inside here again. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. What was Natsuki's voice? What? Kamakura, there we go. Ah, can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they really have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name, Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yori's and Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry, Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everyone alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract me from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you say so. I would glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Beku, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? You know what I mean. Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Hello there! Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Yeah, it come out yesterday. There's a new version, so this version adds like 30 plus new hours of content. Doki Doki Plus. So far, it's been the same, I think. Yeah. We're on Friday, so just before the weekend and just before Monday. If you played it before, you know what happens on Monday. Somebody likes hanging out. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser across down the curve. Blah blah. A rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. Oh, Friday Night Funky. I did enjoy that quite a bit, but yeah, it gets a bit old. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised that I'm not the one asking you, Beku. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things, but that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it for now. I don't think I've played the mods either. Drink. I've seen the mods, like on YouTube and TikTok and shit. How would that work in VR? Like, is it like Beat Saber or just... No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Please don't go speak with her. Please do not. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Please do not! Are you sure about that? She seems like she wants to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Beku. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? Jesus Christ. I'm dying apparently. Oh! Jesus Christ. Shouldn't drink Coke on stream. She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. Doesn't seem like it. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that? She's always been full of sunshine. Sunshine! It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Beku. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her. So I'll try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Meaningfully. Please do not. Please do not say a word to her. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the only one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just going to sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Good luck with that. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Aw, don't tell her that. Still thinking about which anime to do. It depends what anime you're into. I mean, I'd say Demon Slayer. There's loads. Why me to join? That's up to you. Maybe make a list of what shows you want to do it for, and there's no rule. Yeah, there's no rule saying that you only have to do one single anime. You can choose like loads of different ones. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then she would be the first person she would run to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want to worry you about her, because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought about that from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous, just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki, what? Not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. I'm not... How's that posh? I'm not posh. You're posh. Your face is posh. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Alright, Beku, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, But there's a reason I shared my poems before this. You should become an actor. I should become an actor. How do? Natsuki. Because no one ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if everyone just laughs and says, "That's so cute, that's just like you, Natsuki"? Because you are cute! Sometimes I just don't want to be cute. So nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. Becky Vietnam flashbacks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a lot of those. I haven't played this game in years. I really am. I know it starts soon. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put in it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Oh, why? Deku, best nickname. Thank you. Thank Zaynut Hudson for that. Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style. There's anything about... I have the same style! Don't say that, you moron. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look too much into it. But I know you better now, and it's wrong for you to think your style is more of an amateur's than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realised how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. You can't read it. Just turn that way. I don't want to look at your face right now. Was it a spelling? Was it? Because I thought it was off like Deku from My Hero Academia. Okay, I will. Because tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Abadoo-badoo-boo. Beku is a penguin confirmed. I don't know why, but I thought of Pingu when I saw that name. Oh, Pingu! I am a penguin. I want to do more streams. Just burn out. Yeah. Zay, not surprised you could say out. It wasn't my spelling error, it was his! Becky Penguin edition. What noise does a penguin make? Isn't it like, ah? Isn't it something stupid like that? Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Express the things you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. She reminds me of Peridot. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Aww. I think it was a while back when I shared your stream, someone thought you had an accent. I mean, everybody has an accent. Depends where they're from. Her small, soft hands surprised me with their essence. Wasn't it like they thought I was a boy or something? I mean, I'm happy from that. Happily happy. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realise what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Gad! If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. NA is North America, Becky. I didn't know. NA? Oh, and NA. I didn't read the NA part. I just read an accent. An accent? I did. Ah. Oh. Okay. No, I don't have a North American accent. That's me trying to lean over to my phone to read my bloody stuff. It's too much reading! Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... yes. Go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Hello, you! How's it hanging? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about that. Well, I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Well, I did. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends. Just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Beku. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? I am worrying about you! You can go play with anyone. Play with everyone else now? Okay. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom humming to herself. I don't like this man. I'll love the voice for Natsuki, like the basic white girl in Starbucks. Yeah, Overwatch. No, Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch is. Did they implement it with PlayStation, or was that someone else that they didn't implement it with PlayStation? Didn't like PlayStation basically say no for PlayStation to be crossplay, or was that like Borderlands? Am I thinking of something else? I mean, even if it is crossplay, I don't think I'd ever want to play with PC players anyway, because Are you going to show me your poem today? Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Oh, gosh. I mean, it's great not reading poems and all, but... Hi, Monica! My PSP account is fresh. I haven't played it for that much on PC. I have never played it on PC. Hi, Beku! Have you thought about what you want to submit for... what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. God, it gets spooky soon. I'm scared. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. I would also love... it would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take my poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Beku. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. you know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Beku. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who gives her what she wants. Yes, she's assertive, but she's not selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki's kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, don't hang out with her because I want you to hang out with me. If something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. God, creepy. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am. The spooky stuff probably starts after about 40 minutes time. A feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the currents of the mind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twisty sky. Twilight? So yeah, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. I hate cursive. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. I thought the music was glitching out on me there, and I got my heart skipped a beat. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which account to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we speak only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of thing that gives life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of a mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we have all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? That's Natsuki's voice. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Stop breaking the fourth wall! Yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want you to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having our own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I've got to do a poem again now. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you just say something strange right now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori what the heck? Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please say some decency. Oh, come on! Ah, she wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. It's not fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so, yeah. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. No, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That might be the case, but if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll all be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Beku. The one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to do. It would probably be a long way to give one of them a help. No! You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate if that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Beku may not like to be around you if you're only making out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be better suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Beku too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Beku to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying no. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Becky, you're okay with this, aren't you? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with Natsuki! Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. Of course I'm going to go for Natsuki. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard for me not to feel bad. You did a typical annoying girl voice very well. That's not very nice. She's not annoying. She's my favourite character. What you do? I don't know what other voice to give her. It could sound like this, and it could be even more annoying. It could sound like this, and it sound like a fucking little bit. I don't know where it sound like that one from that show who speaks like this. right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? It's after this weekend, by the way. Shit gets real after this weekend. Yes, everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. That's just Becky. Fuck you! And if I spoke like this every fucking day, you would get very annoyed with me and want to throw me in the bin, wouldn't you? So if I just start speaking like this double A, you're going to really hate me. What about you, Becky? Me? I guess you could just say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sucking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. Stop laughing at me! I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Luck! Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're really going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little bit more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori's always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it very great event. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough. That's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realised that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh yeah, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, yes! Score! I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to hers. Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed for— Oh god, I just realised. Doing Natsuki's story, I'm gonna get this fucking Natsuki jump scare. Ugh, the worst. Fuck. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you how I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. But I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? What kind of? Just because I never get to bake with someone else before. That's not because it is so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Spooky. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming by my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when she goes outside of school. More than that, she told me that she would be looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something special between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. We're going to make another poem? It's already Sunday. Oh, it's already Sunday. It's already... Okay. Woo! Tomorrow. You should not use bad language. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Papa. Oh, God, it's Sunday. Right, I'm going to save. It's already Sunday. Right, I just want to check. Is the file in it yet, or is it not? Files. I don't know where it'd be. Images? Oh, man. It's not. I haven't got it yet then. Oh, I want it. What picture have I got? Probably a poem, isn't it? Yeah. But, have I got any others? Darn. Oh, I have. Oh, hello. Doki, doki. Oh dear me. Nervous, but it doesn't help much. What the hell? What the hell? What? The internet connection quality is currently. No, my stream gonna go down. Oh no, my stream quality. No, not now. When things start getting interesting. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna stay blurry for a little while. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't think there's much I can fix that. Oh. Which means, like, you're gonna miss, like, what happens on Monday. Oh, I'll see if it, like, comes back. For now, I'm gonna continue. Right. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one come in. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club yesterday earlier on. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been wondering about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I've already lost a viewer. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Why does this bring back such horrible memories? It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Beku. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. It's not even messy, there's like a bit of crumpled bit of paper on the floor and that's it. Oh. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Ah! Don't do that! What are you doing? You're such a twat! Why would you do that? You're so mean! I need a moment. I'm eating a Haribo. You're so mean! I'm crying now, you bitch! Fuck you! What the hell was that for? You shouldn't do that when I'm in this room with her! That was evil. I need a wee now. Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Composure. Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Please do not do it again. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. Yeah, please don't do it again, because it does start getting spooky. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Beku. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make this stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. Ooh, we'll see you soon. Bye! Have fun! I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Becky. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Beku? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worried about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. The string quality is still bad, I'm sorry. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Beku. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, and I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I do need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Beku, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Beku? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Beku. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Beku, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything else that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Beku. The only thing I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. It's gonna be great. I hate this game. Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Alright. I look forward to it. No, I don't. I need to sneeze. Woo! I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Like a glorious cooking time. I spend only a few minutes back at my house anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Poor little Sayori, who would have known that all of you people wouldn't have even known she was so down. Sayori just has trouble hanging her own feelings out. Oh, she's so cute! Sup? Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. How's the stream quality? Oh, it's still bad on my phone. Jeez, that makes it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. It's all a little fuzzy still, yeah. I can't do much. God. If it's, I have great quality, I mean I am there. Oh, don't say that. If it's still bad before Monday, I'll try like stop streaming and then streaming again. I think that helped last time. I don't know, I think it just automatically came back. For now, we're fine. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? Nah, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag off me? Where's your hospitality, Beku? Come on. She's behind you. Is she? No, that's rose quartz. I thought you were going. Ooh, 69. Ha, you were the 69th comment. Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag that Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits her fist into my chest. Hey, hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when the only thing I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also a little better than people. But, geez, never mind. Why are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Wow! That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! I love her dress. Her little dress is so cute. I want it. Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature or sexy figure like you doesn't mean you should treat me like Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologise. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like you. How would you know that anyways? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hello, YouTube chat. Isn't it great that Beckham is streaming on date? It is very awesome. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Beku. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. She's so cute! Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid. Spilled fluid! And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Hello, Monica. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so you have to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of the movements to make sure I don't mess up any of her precious baby. Becca, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course, and make each tray a different colour. That way, even if the flavours are different, everyone can pick their favourite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything else like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try and have some fun? I'm having fun. I really am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food colouring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end, and just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes. Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food colour in them. So like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food colouring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. it'll just take me a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like this. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. Say? As if to emphasise, Natsuki sticks a finger into the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. That made me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough to get my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's face. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Ah! She's so cute! Ah, she's so cute! She's so cute! Oof, fingers. Tasty fingers. My butt is starting to hurt. Why did I say that? I'm becoming Natsuki. My butt is hurting me. Stop! Not until you apologise for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know, saying the things to get me a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the ice. What? Did you just seriously? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Becca, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls, unless you really like them. You talking about fingers and butts in the same sentence? You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn into this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put in the cupcakes yet. No wonder. You left the dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez. Natsuki uses another mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing's ever happened. Oh man. Oh! I didn't know I could do that! Oh, that's so cool, if I knew that. Oh. Okay. So many more screenshot opportunities. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all are. She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can make even flowers. We probably won't be using this one this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that have much thinner tip. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be more fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting him from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. What's up with you? I'm cute. Aw. Did you just say something? No, nothing. That's just doing icing. Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Ooh. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. There is a name for a chocolate bar, but fingers. What? Aren't they Twixes? She would even still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to go home for dinner. Oh god. Which means it's Monday. Oh, that's a shame. It's your fault for working so late. You should have thought about that. My phone just went ding. Go away. Ding, ding, ding. No, we're fine. It's a quality seal bird. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? Monday you'll be back at the club soon with me. If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't hurt her any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll work you off, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that is possible. I'd like to spend more time like this. Flash. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Becca, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you do, so... Woo! Hello! Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Hello! That was a bit of a fucking jump scare in itself. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if she's holding on to me. Her rose-coloured cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go as dizzy as I feel her soft breast against breasts! I didn't say that! I said breasts! Oh no! I said breath! I didn't say breasts! Well, I'm gonna use this as a be right back break. I'll leave it like that. I won't be 5 minutes. There we go. Right, I am back. And I left my door open again. I definitely said breasts. I didn't say breasts. I mean, what breasts? I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi Becky, where's the... Is it me or is the music on? Where's the music? Sayori? Where's my music gone? Oh, what? Is there just no music here? Sayori? Oh, that's me. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Beku. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little sooner. Whew. I'm already on my way outside. Oh, really? That's so bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come out today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you've gotten to her, and it makes me feel really happy that you've made such good friends with her. Owie. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to roll down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this way, Beku? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would have been so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Beku. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Beku. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Beku, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my arm. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I mean, it doesn't matter what I fucking pick though. Oh. Bob. It doesn't... Oh. It doesn't matter what I pick. Oh. This single choice. Oh. You'll always be my dearest friend. I love Natsuki, I'm sorry. Even if I said I love you, it doesn't help. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best. What will make you happy in the end. It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done if... I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I am worried. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down this path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Beku. I'll trust you with anything. Right, I think now's about the time the poem, the picture should like pop up at some point. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! I'm not screaming that. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. I don't remember that in the original. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me on one more weak smile before turning around and running off. I don't even get to hug her? Oh shit. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on her path, that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as is. My controller ran out. I'm so sorry. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. And now it's Monday. It's the day of a festival. Okay, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna check if the picture's in there. Will it be in pictures or in files? Oh, ah! Oh, is it not here then? I don't know really how it works. Because you'd think it'd pop there. Oh, oh, there it is! Found it! Okay. Oh god, here we go. It's the music that plays as well. Oh yeah, we got side stories as well. I'm looking forward to these. Oh, fuck, I'm not looking forward to what's next. Oh, okay. Right, okay, if you do get disturbed, now is the time to sort of click away. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I was walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully, by stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Do you have your toilet paper handy? Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. My heart is beating up a storm. Fuck me. I don't. I'm not ready. Beku, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this important, she'd try a little harder. And the mop. No. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awkward, knowing it's not easily that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. It's the fact that there's no music playing either. But maybe I should have gotten to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Beku. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. You bitch. I'm terrified. Exchange? I need a drink, man. Oh, Christ. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? And how I basically turned her down her confession? That really makes me seem like the bad guy here. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. I can hear my own heartbeat. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed out on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Can't be a good pun. beat a good bun. I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one that she practiced. Oh, my heart's about to give out. It's the one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head. I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head. I finished writing this poem, but a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. A good bun. I like good buns. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Beku? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Don't take too long, okay? Okay, right. I'm not sure if this next section is going to be blocked or not. I really don't know, so bear with me if it is. I hope not. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Fuck off, Monica. I'm gonna save it again. So many saves. I know it doesn't just hang in there. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least wait for her or help her waken up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer. Please do not scare me right now. Since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Why am I playing this game? Okay. Oh, I can actually feel my heart. Okay, here we go. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no other choice. I gently open the door. That fucking sentence! Okay. Say... image is disturbing. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. She was just hanging around her bedroom. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Chilling with the fan. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonised scream still echoes in my ears. What did I do to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed us. I can't reset. It doesn't do anything. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt. Can I even? Will it even let me? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. The end. Do 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 do. Boom. The end. Well done. Thank you for playing. Woohoo! Woo! Dokie dokie. And yet, oh man. That's terrifying. I'm disturbed too. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbour and good friend since we were children. Welcome to Doki Doki. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself make today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I always feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Start a new game. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups now. And now there goes all my saves. Now, if I check, Sayuri's gone. That's so cool. Happy Thoughts are still there. Oh man. Oh, that's terrible. That's very pretty. I haven't even got any new pictures. New mail? No? Side stories? I'm surprised she's there. Oh dearie me. Yeah, welcome to the real Doki Doki Literature Club. And now, she's gone. Oh no, she's still. Oh. I love it. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls, or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any groups. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Beku? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You always stare blankly. Okay. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah! To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity about how to prepare for blah blah blah. Yeah. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Ah, fucking hell! A literature club. That one got me. This is where video clips start to come in handy. Did I scare you? No. You totally didn't scare me. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. I forget where all the jump scares are. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists the manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Beku! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me very happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Beku, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Pachow. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean with Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Beku. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. That sounds... Ugh. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as always. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So, I ran into Beku in a classroom and he decided to come and check out the group. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you bought someone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great! Why don't you come sit down, Beku? The girls have desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make sure the fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the group yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down with a teacup in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy the good book? I guess. Don't you let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy my tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Beku, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke after seeing Natsuki's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equivalently impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect you from there, for I can't speak. I'd expect something like that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that your son? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. You've got to quiet. I've got to quiet. Okay, no, it's okay. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why can't I skip this? Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averted her eyes. You wouldn't like that. Not a very confident writer there. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey! I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, no, it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good setup for us to take. Do you agree as well, Beku? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... And on that note, we are going to save and stop. Because I cannot talk for any longer. So, thank you all for joining us. I think we streamed for about 2.5 hours. I think, yeah, my quality's still pretty shoot shoot now. I will be streaming again tomorrow, probably about between 7 and 8. So, well, first of all, I'm gonna put a picture as my background. Which picture do I want? That one. Ah, she's so cute! There we go. Right, anyway. Thank you for joining, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!